Hello and welcome to the Inbetween podcast, previously on Steam, now exclusively on the Epic Games Store.
I hope you pre-ordered.
I'm your usual host, Joe Scorn, and I'm joined here by Tony Tones RT, whose arm was in the shop until requested he'd not to be in the shop.
Yeah, that's a bit risque.
I think your arm has been in. I feel
Yeah,
like
my
you've
arm-
walked fully across the webcam.
Yeah, but I have my jumper on, or my.
You're
Actually,
wearing-
okay,
you're
actually,
wearing-
hang on, wait. I have from 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I've had this for quite some time, but I couldn't figure out with my housemate like what this is called.
No one could see what you're talking
No, I
about.
know you. That's what I'm asking. This is
It's like a fleece. That's a fleece.
yeah. I was like, it's like a fleece.
Just so
gun.
that people know, I'm looking at a fleece.
I can like show like.
Close your eyes, it's ASMR. It's a fleece.
There we go. Look, I can I can show you the.
And that could be a turtleneck sleeve.
Yeah.
That could be a hoodie sleeve.
I like. It could be it's ambiguous. Okay, well,
Yeah.
you're saying it's just a fleece. Okay. I was like, it might be a fleeceagon. That sounds awful.
What's
That's
a
like
fleeceagon?
like a cardigan and fleece together.
What's the difference between a fleece and a cardigan?
I don't know. Like
'Cause we don't
cardigan
want to
just
talk
thin.
about it. I got into an argument about what is a hot dog for like an hour the other day.
Well, a hot dog isn't a sausage, but when I have a hot dog, I prefer just having the sausage.
My argument is, okay, we'll quickly go over this.
Okay. Is this a timestamp required for this?
No. When a sausage goes into the hot dog bun, then it's a hot dog.
Yeah, but you get hot dog sausages for that purpose. Then it's not a hot dog yet. I agree.
But I was arguing that when you have a can of sausages, like a Frankfurt can,
Yeah.
those aren't hot dogs. Those are Frankfurt sausages.
Yes. They're hot dog sausages in the.
But when you put them into the bun to eat them as hot dogs, then they become hot
I
dogs.
agree with you. Like they might be designated as hot dog sausages,
But then we
they
got
are
into
just
the argument
sausages.
of when is it a hot dog and when is it a sausage roll?
Oh, when you put a normal sausage in it. But it depends how you're eating it, really. If you're putting onions and sausages in, it's always
And
a
why
hot
do
dog.
hot dog packs come in 8 and
Yeah.
hot dogs come in 10 or something?
That's a conspiracy for another time.
Okay. Conspiracy theory. Ooh.
But yeah,
We haven't used that soundbite ever because we don't have the
a
soundboard.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I want like legitimately I want in 2 weeks' time I want to have the soundboard ready.
Oh yeah, but the soundboard and Tony edits will be coming out tomorrow.
So what's the date tomorrow?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay.
Yeah, we're doing it's an announcement. We're doing a special podcast tomorrow for real, and Tony face reveal tomorrow.
Yeah.
On the normal next day podcast.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah,
that's normal.
Okay. So, you've been playing anything this week before I talk about what I've been playing? No.
No.
Yes.
Well, okay, I have, but I'm not. Okay, I will talk about it.
You
Actually,
can talk about whether you want.
Okay, I've been playing. I made a really I found online, so I made like a really overpowered build for Stellaris.
Yeah.
You're going crazy. What are you doing?
I was full screening it. So it's a more
It's immersive
experience.
immersive experience. Yeah. But yeah, I basically as you know because you main Stellaris.
Yeah.
The last expansion was Megacorps. And basically, you can be the Ferengi, basically.
All I know about Stellaris is people always complain about the DLC and seem to hate Paradox.
Yeah, I'll say what I've always said about like Stellaris. I think is the best one. I can understand the other games, but yeah. Anyway, I decided that I was going to be the Ferengi, but become robots, and it worked really well. My plan is to make the whole galaxy into like one big company. That's my plan, and it worked really well until the last 100 years. But
there will be cute as a Borg.
No, they're not cyborgs.
Oh.
We went way past that and got loaded people to like there's like 2,000 of us, and then like we're all just in like, robotic bodies.
There was a 2-part episode on the Orville where but there was like robots who want to destroy all life forms.
I just like Discovery.
But I haven't seen Discovery,
Okay.
so I don't know.
You're not missing out on much.
But they were made by the humans. They detected the humans were gonna. Well, the humans made them subservient. Then they killed all the humans, and now they want to like destroy all life forms.
Oh, okay. All organic life forms are just like
all organic, I think.
Okay. So if they found Skynet, they'd be okay with Skynet.
Yeah.
Would they be okay with the Borg? I guess not, because the Borg would try
don't
to
know.
assimilate them. But yeah,
They are cute as the Borg.
I really like the Borg.
Well, I'm still just watching the Orville instead of Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah. Okay, I will say what because I wasn't going to mention this actually, but I'll say that what I've been watching is Discovery, and every episode I watch, I get more and more annoyed.
They have young Spock in it. I know that much.
No, okay. Do you remember the trailers for Discovery before season 2 of Discovery where they showed Spock in the trailer? The last episode was the episode when he just goes, I like science.
I'm a clone of Spock.
No, I like science. It finally fucking happened. It was fucking awful. I like science.
Well, in the films, it was.
Fuck's sake.
Did you like Zachary Quinto? Is that his name in the Star Trek?
Siler.
Yeah. From
I know him
Heroes.
as Siler. That's all I know him as. Yeah, he in my mind, I can see him as Spock.
Mm.
I will say, to be fair, like in the actual Discovery show, like most of the time, I can see the guy as Spock.
Mm.
But it's written really poorly. Like he's just really.
His eyebrows always get me. Yeah, he doesn't look like Spock to me.
He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't have. Yeah, I will say he doesn't have the right eyebrow motion because, like, to be Spock, you have to have the correct type of eyebrows. Motion, like not. Maybe not the correct eyebrows, but you need to be able to animate properly with your eyebrows. Like it's very specific.
Well, if you want to hear more about in-depth Star Trek Discovery, you can always check out Star Mike.
Yeah,
that's the Star Trek podcast that we sometimes go into and comment about Star Wars in.
No, that's what you do.
That's what I do. I felt really bad about it, and now I just unironically watch their podcast about Star Trek Discovery, a show I do not watch.
I quite liked it the first time you did it. We just saw them all look to chat and go, what? And they're just we derailed them entirely for 5 seconds. Like, yeah, we did our job. We're leaving.
Lots of people lots of people like to go into the Twitch just chatting section, and they just go to someone who's mobile stream, and they've got one viewer, and they go in there and go, "You're running out of streamer minutes." Yeah. And they go in there and say, "You're running out of streamer minutes," and he goes, "Oh shit, I better wrap this stream up. I've only got 5 streamer minutes." And then they type in the chat +1 streamer minute, or they'll just type in the chat has donated $5, and oh, thanks for the donation, man. Thanks a lot. I don't know. Trolling people is kind of fun. Anyway, well, I've been playing Apex Season 1, and it's pretty good.
You don't sound entirely convinced by that statement.
It's more Apex.
Okay.
If you liked Apex, you may like Apex Season 1. I don't know, it's kind of the same game. I don't think they've changed it. They've added a new character.
They screwed up loot boxes a bit.
Sorry?
They ruined loot boxes a little bit by adding more shit to the...
I don't get loot boxes.
Okay, so it was already ruined for you.
You get free loot boxes until level 100.
Yeah.
And then you just don't get any more loot boxes unless you buy them. I'm talking about for free.
Yeah.
I do have the battle pass because you can. It's set up so if you play enough, you can earn back the currency and buy the next battle pass with the currency you earned.
So you have to buy the first battle pass,
yeah.
And then okay.
Unless you have Origin Access, which gives you 1,000 coins. So if you have Origin Access, you can just buy the battle pass and then keep generating it.
I think you had Orange Access.
The battle pass kind of sucks.
I just said Orange Access. I don't know what that is.
I think the battle pass kind of sucks though. There's not that much great things on it.
It wasn't a lot of stickers.
There's a lot of badges that just go up 5 levels, and there's tons. I expected that to be filler, but the stuff they have on there that's meant to be the stuff to get you to go through the filler isn't that interesting. They have a reactive gun that changes as the game goes on and starts shooting fumes out, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it's the worst gun in the game. It's the Havoc, so no one's going to use it. It's if you get 4 kills with this gun, it's going to have some really cool park animations. I'm not going to use that gun more than 1 kill. I'm going to throw it away when I find a better gun.
Worse than the Mozambique?
No, Mozambique's still meme tier.
Okay.
It's still the worst gun. But they literally said they were doing a state of development, and they were Mozambique, we kind of find it funny how bad this weapon is. We're going to keep it the same. So I was okay. So I think at Titanfall 2 it had 8 shots.
Yeah.
And this one has 3.
Yeah.
So so Octane the Legend he's probably my favourite legend now. He's super fucking
He's a new one.
I like guys that are really fucking fast.
You like Scout.
He's the Scout, the Tracer, the characters I like to play. He's the fast mobile guy.
I haven't seen him what he looks like actually.
So he's got bionicle legs, and then he just stabs himself with syringes and runs really fast like that Sonic guy. You know that new film that's coming out with the really scary blue guy? That's Sonic.
Oh.
Let me get a picture of Sonic.
Sonic. Yeah, I think I remember.
The guy that looks like he's winding up for a punch. Can I find that image? Someone fixed the picture so it actually looks good.
Oh, I made his eyes proper.
Look at this. Before.
Yeah.
After.
It's okay. His nose is a little bit creepy in the after.
But in this promotional picture, all I'm thinking is, oh god, Sonic, don't fucking punch me. It looks like he's winding up a punch.
Yeah, someone fixed that very well, actually. Wow. His ears are probably sized in the.
Why are we talking about Octane? So Octane, his legs.
Can we get a picture of him?
Oh yeah.
Maybe I
shouldn't. Why did I get up a picture of Sonic but not Octane? Okay, I guess we can.
Taking his abs off. Oh.
This character was leaked forever, and the Battle Pass was going to come out, and they even went as far as to releasing Octane's coming out, and then they quickly removed it and like, shit, we're not ready to release this, and they pushed it back, even though everything about the new character had already been leaked.
Yeah, okay.
From like data mining.
Can't see his legs though.
I don't know if he has pictures of his legs.
Oh, yeah, that's one. Is that him?
There's his bionic legs.
Yeah, that's all we needed.
So there's this thing in TF2 called the Gauntlet. Titanfall 2, sorry. Not, as we all know, okay. TF2 is Titanfall 2.
Right. Yeah.
And what you do is you run through a speedrun course and you try and kill people as quickly as possible and then get to the end. But what players found out was that if you throw a grenade at yourself, you can like blast boost yourself through the course to get faster. It's like a speedrunning thing, right?
Yeah.
So in order to like pay homage to that, they say that Octane was doing the gauntlet and he blew his legs off. That's why he has robot legs.
He was so quick. He was
fast as fuck, boy.
Yeah, he's got Keemstar rated legs.
But yeah, this character's really fun. So basically,
was it set on his arm?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. So basically, this character's really good. So what he does is he can stab himself with a syringe every second or every like couple seconds.
Yeah.
And he gets like super speed for 10% of his health.
Oh, you have to sacrifice.
Yeah, but then his passive is he slowly regens health over time.
Oh, okay.
And then his ultimate is he is on a super short cooldown and he just throws a jump pad out and you can just like jump on people.
That's really cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Anything else? They did stability. They stopped crashes. They did small quality of lives.
They increased performance or something as well.
They buffed Caustic.
Enough Mozambique.
Mozambique, yeah.
I was telling Michael, Scorn retorts that Mozambique in Apex is shared, and it's like, yeah, well, it's named after Mozambique. What did you expect? So,
what happened to this?
There's
a page there. I can't see it because it's so white.
You can hide the pages, can't you? Like, go to view.
We're looking at Google Docs right now.
Untick print layout.
Oh my god. Next level.
Why is it so well aligned though?
Yeah, how do we get... I guess we have to see the print level.
Okay, there's another view option there. I don't know. Like view line, show ruler.
No,
we need the ruler.
We need the ruler.
Oh, we want the outline.
We're in the middle of the podcast time.
This is vitally important.
Yeah, Apex Legends Season 1. It's more of the same. If you liked Apex Legends before this season, you'll like this. Some people have realised that because loot boxes you can't get them in Belgium, the Belgian version of the Battle Pass has crafting material instead. So some people are choosing to say they're in Belgium and then they get crafting materials instead of the loot boxes, so they can craft what they want.
So I'm guessing Belgium suddenly doubled their population.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of people in Belgium today when this Battle Pass came out.
I wish I was in Belgium actually. Get rid of all the stupid loot boxes.
Anyway, I'll move on to the other Battle Royale game I've been playing this week, Firestorm. And my first opinions of Firestorm are, it's very slow.
But good?
But okay.
Oh, okay.
The thing is, I think it's a good game. If you're someone who likes PUBG and was like, this should be slower, this is for you. If you were playing PUBG and you were like, I wish there was tanks in this on a bigger map, this is for you. It's got the core gameplay of Battlefield 5, which I really enjoy, but I like Apex because it's so fast.
Yeah.
And going to this after playing Apex is so disjarring.
I think there's gonna be a lot of people. I say a lot of people. The rest of the people who like battle royales but didn't like Apex but like this. But...
I think it's the same as like Call of Duty, right?
Yeah.
If you liked Call of Duty, you'll probably like Call of Duty Blackout.
All of doo-doo.
Yeah. No, you can't say that. You get sued by Activision, like the poop scooping service. I like the vehicles. It's interesting to see, like tanks and stuff. And that's never been done before in a battle royale game. I like so if you don't know, there's like a fuel system, so you have to like keep fueling up your tank and stuff. So you can't just like get a tank. GG, I've got a tank. I'm gonna fucking kill everyone. You have to drive them around this massive map. And a tank driving like even a small amount is going to just chug fuel.
Yeah.
They need like tons of fuel, so it's actually kind of interesting. Full disclosure, I've only played this solo, and I've only played this duos in squads. So you can only play solos or 4-player squads. So your options are, if there's only 2 or 3 of you, is to just go in without an extra member or search for an extra person. I kept skipping the extra person because it's quite a bit longer, like wait time.
Yeah.
Because there's not that many people playing this. Even towards launch day, there was still quite long launch queues.
They're all playing Apex.
Yeah. I mean, EA pretty much fucked themselves over with this because they released
Apex?
they released Apex before Battlefield 5 Firestorm, and everyone's like, "Oh, this is the battle royale game," and they kind of shot themselves in the foot after shooting Titanfall 2 in the foot. So.
That's why Titanfall was fighting back.
EA makes weird marketing decisions that nobody really understands.
Well, to be fair, Apex wasn't really like.
But despite all of their marketing blunders for Battlefield 5, the game, and Firestorm to some extent, I still think they're good games. Visually, they're beautiful. If you like slow, methodical military shooters, you'll love this. I think they're demographic.
Ray tracing.
I think ray tracing. The thing is, shadows are like the hardest, the most graphically intensive thing. So, as someone who does, like, I struggle to get 60 FPS on this sometimes on the lowest settings.
Yeah.
Which is like kind of annoying. Because unlike Fortnite, you can just turn down all the settings. You can get like 144 FPS in 1440p, which is great. For someone with a 144 4040p monitor.
I think copyright for that song.
Probably.
Oh. Article 13 strikes again.
It may sound like I'm being like, don't get. I think the problem is you need it's kind of the same thing as the COD, right? You need COD to play the Battle Royale.
Yeah.
You need Battlefield 5 to play Firestorm. It was on sale. But I don't think it is. I don't know if it is anymore. So it was on sale. It was around £25 or something. It was half price. So if you wanted to get it, it was on sale, or it may still be on sale. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think the problem is there's just not enough people playing it because you have to buy the game, and and Apex Legends is a free-to-play game.
Yeah.
That is completely competing with this.
Even if this was free
even
to
if
play,
it's a completely different type of game.
But I think even if they made like Firestorm, like free to play, I think they still wouldn't get as many people. Or
I think they would get a lot more.
They'd get a lot more. Maybe enough for the queues to not be annoying. But
or if they did the Blackout route and sold a separate Battle Royale version, or they gave the Battle Royale for free. That would probably If they gave the Battle Royale version for free and they said if you like this, you can buy Battlefield 5. You can like upgrade it.
Yeah. That makes sense.
That's probably the best idea. Okay, we'll move on to trailers. Quick news, and then we'll do the big news.
Quick news.
Dead by Daylight is now adding Ash J. Williams. Ash J. Williams is from the Evil Dead series, which I'm told is a popular series about Ash fighting evil entities.
Ash?
Not be
Pokemon?
Dead by
No,
Daylight,
this guy.
right?
Ash J. Williams.
Words to live by.
It's like it's like an old movies. It's like old. I don't know if it's like B movies, but it's like him. He like fights people like ghosts and monsters and stuff with like chainsaws and guns and stuff, and then it got adapted recently into a TV series. They like remade it, and that's why the popularity's coming back.
You never recommended E semicolon now.
I'm Bruce Campbell.
What's that?
You don't know he's a Nazi?
Ash Williams from Ash vs. Evil Dead.
I watched a PewDiePie video once,
and he said you can trust him.
Ash as a survivor.
I haven't recommended that.
Video game.
I get recommended the weirdest shit, dude. That I have. Once Upon a Thick Jane, like
yeah, you get some weird shit. No, but I'm saying
as you go down.
I also get recommended this as well, though. That's what I was pointing out.
Okay, but as you go down the recommendations, it goes something I probably would watch.
Yeah.
Something that I definitely have watched before. Yeah, and then it starts to go. I wouldn't watch that. This point here, you know.
You've watched Jim Sterling though.
Yeah, but it tries to mix them up to trick you into thinking that the things you've like from channels you've seen before.
You can't say what's wrong with Dread. Dread is a perfect film.
And survive.
Yeah, but like having a title with like everything wrong, why this game is dead, why this movie sucks, that completely destroys the YouTube algorithm and makes it everywhere.
It does annoy me. I don't know who this guy is, so I'm not sure.
He's a popular character. It got leaked before, so we kind of have an idea of his abilities based on the leak. But I assume they'll release more. This was announced at PAX, I believe. We'll have more details when he comes out. So.
2 days ago.
Yeah, PAX, because we just had.
Yeah, we had
GDC, right?
And PAX.
Yeah. Next one.
Is it? Wait, which PAX is this one? It was
East.
East.
West is the other one.
When is that one though?
I don't know. We've got Streets of Rage 4 just came out of nowhere.
I really like the music though.
I like the music as well. It's like cyberpunk in the game as well.
It's so cool. Yeah, the graphics are pretty cool. Yeah, this is just out of nowhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
What the hell?
They were just like, oh yeah, by the way, we're making Streets of Rage 4. I was like, okay.
Well, we made most of it.
It looks pretty cool.
It does. I like the colours. I like the.
I'm not someone who's particularly been like a big fan of like, brawlers.
Yeah.
Where you just go down a street and beat people up and keep walking right.
Well, I kind of like the idea of that, so.
But yeah, that's the trailer. Move on to the next one. Sea of Thieves, showing their big update. So from what we've seen,
they're adding content.
So from I'll talk about what we've seen.
Fishing.
We've seen fishing, story missions probably.
Wait, what?
Cooking, arena, harpoon guns, mast destroying, new ship cosmetics, and new clothing cosmetics.
I'm glad that they're still working on it, but I still want to know what the actual content is. Other than fishing, of course, because we all know that that's going to be the main. That's the main part of the game.
Is the big part of the new update.
I'm gonna have to get me and Scomator's gonna have to look
harpooning
into
onto the shark. But the game is literally like you're going to do things so you can buy things to do more things. Adding more things is good if you catch my continental drift. What I'm saying is the game's about buying and upgrading your ship. So allowing you more options to customize your ship and go fishing and stuff is going to add to the longevity of the game.
I still want more things to do in order to get those things, though. Which is
That's
why I
completely
actually
fair. Anyway, we'll move on to the last trailer, which is from Nintendo. If you don't know, Crypt of the Necromancer is a dancing roguelite, a rhythm-based roguelite.
Yeah.
Where you like dance and then it's like a roguelite game. They're making a Legend of Zelda version called Cadence of Hyrule.
Finally, I'm almost
This is really loud.
But this isn't the world I remember.
And that'll be coming to the Switch this spring.
This guy is familiar. And that pulsing rhythm.
What? Yeah, I've never looked into it. I know this of its existence, but I've never looked into like the rhythm parts of it. I'm just pretty confused.
I've heard from a friend who's played Crypt of the Necrodancer. It's a really fun game. It's something I'll have to check
I've never.
out.
This Link guy looks
Who's
pretty
this
cool.
Link guy? He's like a Crypt of the Necrodancer guy. They got the word from the Epic Store that they could bring him over and put him on the Switch. So
Yeah.
it's like a third party thing. So I don't know. Anyway.
I know Zelda. I mean, it's Legend of Zelda, right?
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
This guy's Zelda. He's the main character.
He's the main character.
Oh, The Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, you always play as Zelda.
Yeah. I've never played a Zelda game.
Neither have I.
I didn't own a Nintendo 64, so...
Neither did I,
Right,
but I
quick
played
news.
Star Fox. Quick news.
DOSBox now has cloud saves, thanks to our good friends GOG. So there's universal cloud saves on GOG Galaxy through DOSBox. Enter the Gungeon is getting a new expansion. There'll be a free expansion April 5th. New Gungeoneers, new guns and items.
Gungeoneers.
Gungeoneers are the name of the classes you play as before you go in the Gungeon. Okay. New Gungeoneers, new guns, items, a new secret floor and boss, a rainbow mode.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what that means. And more. Gwent's coming to smartphones, which is something they should have done a long time ago.
Does it cost money then?
It will be. I think it Gwent's free to play, and then you buy the packs.
Oh, okay, right.
You're thinking of
I'm thinking of something
Gwent.
No, I think of Artifact.
No. You're thinking of the single player campaign thing. Actually. I can't remember what it's called because nobody remembers it. Thronebreaker.
Yeah, I think I'm more interested in Thronebreaker than the actual free game, to be honest. So I'm not. I don't get much out of being someone online or losing to someone online.
It's a 30-hour It's the 30-hour standalone one, so you don't have to buy tons of card packs. It's its own included experience. But the big thing about Hearthstone is you can play it on tablets and phones. People will play that don't play Hearthstone on their PC will go when they're at work or they're on the bus or something. They will play it on their phone. Yeah. So Gwen being on phones is a big thing. Yeah. GOG's now releasing Warcraft Orcs and Humans and Warcraft 2 Battle.net edition through GOG, so that's pretty cool.
Can't wait.
The culling shovers are shutting down after rebranding. You remember we were talking about H1Z1 is now Z1?
Yeah.
And they've rebranded.
Well, I remember we said
that they reverted all the patches back. The culling did that. So they had the Culling Origins, which was going free to play. Welcome. And that's gone great because they're shutting down the servers in that's 2 months. So good luck to them. Hopefully the devs can find some new jobs. Because it's a tough market out there.
Unfortunately, lots of people have been losing their jobs.
So we'll move on to main news, and we're going to start with everyone's favourite company, Google. So Google Stadia, they've recently announced Google is making a game streaming service.
So big that even mainstream news said that, Google's doing this.
I thought I'd show you the Digital Foundry video because the actual Google one is a load of bullshit where it just shows people imagine the future.
The Digital Foundry
those
one
terrible
is the best
Apple adverts where they just show people and emotions to pull on your heartstrings.
Yeah. Digital Foundry video is the only good video.
But they were actually doing tech analysis, and it doesn't look great for Stadia based on the average person's internet.
No.
The thing about it is so you can be watching a video, which I think is really cool. You can be watching an Assassin's Creed video, and because Let's Plays are huge on YouTube.
Yeah.
And because they're Google, at the end you can just click a button and then you can be playing. You can just be playing Assassin's Creed, which is the idea, which is really fucking cool.
Because then the game developers get the money from people watching the Let's Plays.
But the thing is, you need gigabit internet to be able to stream this because you're streaming 4K HDR.
Yeah.
But the input, from what I've read of reports and stuff, the input lag isn't great at all.
Well, it wouldn't be.
So, but the thing is, their target market is people with enough money for high-speed internet, but not enough money for an Xbox One S or a gaming PC.
Yeah, I don't understand. This is my biggest problem with all the streaming gaming services. And it's I don't think you understand the market. It needs to be designed for the people that can't afford anything, really. Was that actually the latency test?
He was doing it on he said in the video, the smaller the screen, the less noticeable the artifacts and latency is. So playing it on his little iMac screen was the best experience you could have.
Right.
Yeah, you can see the
quality isn't
stuttering.
The quality isn't that good either, or as good rather. It's not terrible. But...
It's not the worst. It is being streamed 4K HDR, which is still pretty cool.
Yeah, I just don't really see the
And I thought
point of this.
I thought it was like it was going to be that it was going to be on like the AMD CPUs for streaming, but apparently it's on Intel. Kind of surprising.
I assume they're using enterprise Intel stuff though.
They're probably using some like secret Intel stuff that no consumer knows about.
So because I think Intel's actually better if you're willing to pay the money for.
Because AMD said they're making their 3rd generation Ryzens for 2020.
Oh right.
So we should, because we got the 2700X, we should see the 3rd generation, which hopefully will have better per core performance.
Oh, Crackdown 3! What a cracking game.
2nd generation.
No one care about Crackdown 3?
No one cares about Crackdown 3. But yeah, Google Stadia, it's the idea is interesting, but in practice I don't think it's good. One interesting thing they did show was they showed someone live streaming on YouTube, which is a thing people do, and they showed like they could be playing a 2K game, and then people watching the video could just click something, and then they'd be queued up to play with you through Stadia, which is like a really cool interactive live streaming thing.
That'd be cool, yeah.
But a lot of people are worried about not owning games.
Yeah.
And like if the market gets pushed to just streaming games, it's going to be really impactful for like game development.
I think there's always going to be the people like I think definitely me, like I want to own my games
because we got loot boxes and microtransactions because so many games went free to play.
Yeah. If
it comes to a point where nobody's buying games, how is that going to massively affect game development?
Well, there's going to be no like short single player game that's going to be streamable.
And will you own your game? Like I own Borderlands on Steam. We'll talk about that later. But yeah.
Some games I will still get like the physical copy, but like basically it has to be the collector's edition these days for me. So
I never buy a physical edition.
I might for some new game coming out soon.
The thing is with collector's edition, it's like a pre-order thing, and you don't know what the game's going to be like. If I had a fucking Todd Howard, if Skyrim 3 came out with the collector's,
Skyrim 2.
They skipped it.
Okay.
It was Epic
exclusive.
It was my corner shop exclusive. It didn't sell too well. They had to skip it.
Okay.
It was too buggy. They went straight to Fallout. There's Fallout. Yeah, they went straight to Fallout Skyrim 3.
Yeah.
And if I was going to pre-order that, right, and I just had a giant Todd Howard statue from my collector's edition, and then I got Fallout Skyrim 3, and I figured out that it was a terrible game, I would be so fucking ashamed to have a giant Todd Howard statue.
I wouldn't, because you get to doodle on him.
Fair.
Give him anime eyes or something.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. I completely agree, because
you're spending like collector's edition these days can cost like upwards of like 200 quid.
What I find really annoying is that like I don't like how they produce them for pre-orders. Like I kind of wish they had a pre-order version and like a normal version, because like I don't want to pay for it. Like, I want to pay for it afterwards.
Also,
basically.
A funny thing is, I think it was Halo 2. The so many scalpers bought the collector's edition.
Oh yeah.
That the original edition became more valuable than the collector's edition.
Yeah.
That was kind of funny. So not to be outdone, Apple's also announced their gaming service, Apple Arcade. They want to be the PlayStation of mobile gaming.
That's a really weird reference, but okay.
It's got puzzlers like Candy Crush Saga and even Clash of Clans, sorry.
That's the rip-off one, right?
And even the cultural phenom Fortnite.
Phenom?
Is that how you spell phenomenon?
What's how you start spelling it, yeah.
Is there a spelling error in this article I've chosen from CNET? A reputable website that everyone uses?
Phenom.
A person who is outstandingly talented or admired, a star.
Okay, maybe.
I guess that's correct.
They're not using phenomena, they're using phenom.
Is that correct? Syntax? Is syntax applicable there? Yeah. What?
What does it sound like? Is it literally just phenom?
Phenom.
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 Yeah, phenom.
Phenom.
and then you can have phenomenal.
So it's like phenomenal. I see. I understand. Well, Donkey Kong. This is dictionary, not translate.
We need to get from Japanese to Chinese. I don't.
English, Japanese.
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong. There we go. Anyway, yeah. What's it going? Okay, so they're gonna have their own service. It's not a streaming service, so I think you have to download the games.
Here's my thing, right?
Yeah.
Why can't it just be integrated with iTunes?
But it's like a subscription service. iTunes doesn't have a subscription.
Yeah, but I mean,
service.
just add it to like iTunes. It's like, oh, you can get iTunes games or.
But
something.
you have like Apple
Like,
Music,
yeah,
which you pay a script. But this is like Apple Arcade.
I guess it is
But
very similar.
like
but what
the thing like Twitch does is they have like Twitch Prime,
Yeah.
Amazon Prime,
Yeah,
Amazon Music, which nobody in the world uses.
I get advertised all the time. Like, you've got Prime. Why don't you use Amazon Music? It's like, well,
Nobody wants to.
I could, but I've also got Spotify, so.
Well, I think they're getting like big companies. Like I think Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Sega's making another one of those, and they're going to have a specific arcade edition just for the phone. So it seems like Apple's going out and getting developers to develop specific mobile versions of their game to have on the Apple Arcade. Don't worry.
Not Epic.
No, don't worry. Sonic Racing is confirmed
Really?
on the Apple Arcade.
Well, no, I'm now interested.
As announced in the Apple event, Sonic Racing is coming to Apple Arcade later. And one thing is, the new game coming out...
What's happened to Sonic Arms?
This is the low polygon version. This is the arcade version. So this is what you're going to be seeing when you look closely at that phone screen. One thing that really confused me was this is called Sonic Racing. Now, the new game coming out that looks exactly like this is called Team Sonic Racing. And I couldn't find anything to suggest that it's called Sonic Racing. So this could be the Sonic Racing game specifically made just for mobile.
Yeah.
As well as Team Sonic Racing going to consoles and PC in March.
How much Sonic Racing do
Which
you
one
want?
are we in? January, February... May, sorry. Don't get your hopes up.
We'll be out shortly because like, it's the end of March.
Team Sonic Racing confirmed. It's out now. Buy it on the Epic Games Store. Get low
Wait,
polygon.
Who's that guy?
Low polygon Sonic still looks better than the movie Sonic.
Yeah.
Sorry, what you saying?
Who's that guy? The top left.
Oh, he's like a new character. I don't know.
It's like an Apple car.
That'd be pretty funny if they did like an Apple car. New.
Wait, what?
They're showing it off as new, but then they're showing the low polygon Sonic next to him.
Interesting.
Anyway, there's some Sonic Racing news. Or Team Sonic Racing Arcade, I guess, is probably...
It's so easy to shit on Sonic, isn't it?
I like Sonic.
I like Sonic.
I like Sonic games.
I like Sonic games.
I like Sonic Racing games.
It's still so easy to shit on them, though.
Alright, let's move on. Valve brain chips. What the fuck is Valve doing? Why are they?
Well,
why do
Gabe-
they want to put the brain chips in
Gabe
people's
wants to.
heads?
Gabe wants to be a look.
What's going on, Valve? Gabe looks like he's being held hostage by a man with a drill.
Oh yeah.
So they did a talk. I think it was GDC. That was. Was it GDC?
I think it was. Yeah.
I don't want to say it was GDC and then General Dental Council. Yep, that's the one.
Game developer conference.
Yeah, there was the Game Developer Conference. Valve did a talk, basically, and what they said at the talk was they were just talking about ways that they could personalize your gaming experience, right? So they were showing off evasive and invasive ways, right? So they're saying the evasive ways where they could put the chip in the headset. Because they said when they put it in the headset, they can already read a lot of this information, right, just from wearing a headset. But it's pretty hard to convince people to wear a headset,
right,
to read this information. And then their caveat was, well, it's probably harder to get someone to have life-changing brain surgery to put a chip in their brain as well. That might be a bit more invasive than wearing a headset. But they show like these probe things.
I don't
wear on your
understand.
head.
I don't understand at all. What is the point?
So this is one of the Valve employees wearing an open BCI EEG helmet. So this is the evasive ways.
Yeah.
Where they could read this information from the outside. And what they were talking about kind of reminded me of Left 4 Dead 2. I've got props. I actually have a box copy of Left 4 Dead 2 as well.
This is like you from like 12 years ago, so I just get the box copy for everything on release.
Back when I owned a CD drive.
I actually have a CD drive.
You have a Blu-ray drive?
Yeah.
You tried to convince me to get a Blu-ray drive when we were
watched,
building my PC. And I was
well,
like,
I watched
no.
Blu-rays.
How many Blu-rays do you own?
3?
3. Okay.
One of them is...
you own a PS3 as well?
Yeah, but I'm having it... Yeah. I'd rather it for my PC.
Okay.
But I got Lord of the Rings Extended Edition. That's
So,
basically 8
They were talking specifically for gaming, because this is, like... Broadly, like, these kind of, like, chips, they could be life-altering for someone with disabilities, like, allow them to interact with games without using certain limbs and that sort of stuff.
You could have a calculator
accessibility would be really cool through this, because games are for everyone. But they were talking about specifically, like, imagine you were playing a game like Left... So, I'll talk about the Left 4 Dead 2, right? One thing it does is it has this system where it changes how many zombies are on your screen based on how you're doing.
Yeah.
So when you do better, there's more zombies.
Yeah.
When you're doing worse, there's less zombies.
It's like a scaling...
It scales the game around how you're playing, right?
How good you're doing,
But this kind of chip could tell how much you're enjoying something. And it could completely change the game around things you're enjoying and things you're not enjoying. Like it could get information about what you find tedious and what what you don't find tedious, what you enjoy, that sort of stuff. And then we get into a whole heap of like who owns your brain data and what they're going to do with the brain data.
You doesn't know.
You don't. Well, I don't own a lot of your data when it comes to third party selling it. I think
no, you do now.
One of the only services that doesn't sell your data is Discord at the moment.
Yeah. But technically, you own your data though. You technically allow companies with the
because
GDPR?
of the new EU law means they have to ask you if they can monitor
according
your data.
to you own your data, and I agree with that.
But this has got like loads of people talking about like ethics and legalities of like brain chips and that sort of stuff. Like, I don't know. What do you think of this?
Okay.
I immediately was like, what the fuck?
I don't understand why we're talking about it now, but sure.
So the thing Gabe said was, everyone's like, okay, this must be like, they're thinking about the ideas, right? And then they're going to develop it later down the line. Gabe is like saying, it's a lot longer along than you think, which makes people even more cautious.
It's in Gabe's head right now, Joe.
Gabe already has his chip ready. I think Tyler McVicker from the Valve News Network was trying to ask Grey Newell, Gabe's son, if he had his brain chip yet. But yeah,
I don't understand.
There's a lot, like we could probably do an entire podcast just talking about like legality and ethics of like brain.
Yeah, if their idea is to bring it up now, so we start talking about it before it's implemented, I think it's probably good because then we can think about the legalities and like what's going on.
I want to see like it in action. I want to see like a rough prototype and what kind of things it can do.
I want to see it in a wrap. See it playing a game.
Because right now we're specifically talking about in a video game, right?
Yeah. Well, I assume
but this could have huge implications in the world, right? As well.
I guess, but I wouldn't have Valve do that. Like, I feel like other people would be doing that.
Well, they're not making games, and they've already given up on Artifact. So, what else?
Do you want to trust them with brain chips?
They're just going to give up. They're going to put a chip in your brain and go, "Yeah, sorry, we didn't. We're charging for loot boxes and we're charging for the game.
Maybe
now we've given up on it.
They're just trying to make like the universe where Portal exists, where Aperture Science.
Yeah, but Valve admitted that they fucked up on Artifact.
Yes, they did.
So they did this weird blog post where they said we're not going to add more updates to Artifact. They're just going to try and look at the core of the game and try and fix that. So that doesn't really mean anything.
So they're not going to do content drops. They're going to just repair. They're going to patch the current
Yeah, but they don't really like have a hard date for anything. Like if they said we're going to do an update in the next couple of months, that would be like a hard piece of information. Like we're going to do this for the game. They're going to be like, we're going to look at the game. We're going to do something.
Well, the same way they look at Half-Life, they're going to do something. Right?
But nobody has any idea. What like with new content, you'd get stuff added on, right? But with this, you have no idea what they're going to do to change the core game.
Yeah.
But I see this as Valve going, oh shit, we fucked up on Artifact. No one's playing this game. There's like 100 people playing it.
Yeah, because it's a shame because like the actual core mechanics could be
the actual game itself is actually pretty fun.
It's just like Valve. There's only one thing you need to fix. It's fucking card packs. Like that would solve your problem.
Imagine charging for a game and charging for card packs.
Yeah, imagine buying like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Like
when there's so many free-to-play card games.
Imagine that to play Yu-Gi-Oh! You had to buy like a thing that go on your arm, and then you had to play the cards afterwards. That's basically what they've done.
I remembered I was interested in this game until I heard that it was going to cost money, and you also had to buy card packs. I was like, oh, okay.
Especially
this is new CS:GO.
Yeah.
Valve. This is CS:GO gambling Valve, where they're just like, fuck everything. You know, do whatever you want. We're just gonna try and pump as much money out of you. Sort of thing. I'm like, oh, okay, it's a dead company now with brain chips. They're being replaced by the Borg.
I don't understand why they need to look at like the game like they know what the problem is, or at least I hope they know what the problem is.
Speaking of redesigning things, Valve is redesigning Steam. We're getting a brand new game library and
it's been a while.
Events page.
It's been a long time since we've had an update. The library's like the last thing with the old UI. So
some people are like, I hope they don't do this soon because of how like buggy and broken the new friends list was, and they were kind of annoyed by that.
True, but they should have put it through.
I think this is
beta,
and a lot of people are annoyed because this is going to break Steam skins. There's tons of people who use custom skins, but now with this, I think
would it actually break them, or was that just theorizing?
We don't know if they're going to allow Steam skins after this. I don't think there's been any information on that. I think it looks kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm okay with this. It's it's different.
It's new.
Yeah.
So I'm always going to look at it and go, this is weird, I don't know about this. But I like the information you get given on each page. I hope it automatically categorizes them. That would be a nice thing that the current library doesn't have, where you can automatically categorize your games and search through them.
Tony. Slay the Spire.
Wait, what? Is this your account? Yeah. You're playing Slay the Spire! Tony!
I don't know, like some of the information seems a little bit messy.
But yeah, you can. So they've shown that you can have like tags and stuff, which is cool.
I like the sorting options. Like that's the best part of this. I don't see why.
I like the events page as well. I like you get like a page and you can see like upcoming events and stuff, and they're giving the developers and publishers more tools to be like, this is coming out here, this is coming out here, and that's going to be really cool.
I will say that if they're not planning to support skins, they should. Because I think skins, I don't use them personally, but I could see.
Well, the most popular one at the moment is the Metro skin, I believe.
Really?
Have you seen that one?
No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Does it like change how it looks, or does it change like the art style? I guess.
Metro for Steam. It's kind of more like I'd say Windows 10y, Windows 80 sort of look. People like this one.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's not for me.
Like the Metro one, but there's like tons of them. There's The thing is, the Steam is already fully customizable.
Yeah.
So you can make it do whatever you want, but now some people were annoyed.
Well, a lot of those skins are still very similar to the old one. Like this might expose more information to be able to do more customization, which is what I'm hoping. But I do hope they keep supporting it.
Okay. Valve's making they've finally announced their VR headset. They parted ways with Vive. They've made their own manufacturing plant. We've been hearing about
a year and a bit now.
Yeah, we've been hearing about their new headset coming out, some leaks and stuff. But we've officially, since I think it was the night before yesterday, from the when we're recording this, they finally just put out this teaser saying upgrade your experience coming May 2019.
They're making an old camera.
So what we know is that it was trademarked in January. It's called the Valve Index. No one was really sure what it was. Everyone was like, why is it Valve Index and not Steam Index? See if anyone in the past knew and said it's a VR headset. No, they didn't know. And the tweet I linked doesn't exist anymore.
What was the tweet?
Apparently, the Steam page had it listed that there would be 100% discount off a game.
Oh yeah, like maximum discount could be 100% off.
So when you bought the headset, it would come with a game, and we know Valve is working on 3 games, right?
Is it only 3 now?
They've announced they're working on 3 VR titles, and we don't know any of them yet.
3 big.
Yeah, 3 full-length VR titles, and we don't know any of them yet. But they said they wanted to work with the technology, so we assume they're gonna work on the Valve Index, right?
Yeah.
So the theory is at the moment that we don't know until May, right? But from speculation, when this comes out, it'll probably be a VR game. The headset we know is coming out because we can see it, and we're assuming the Knuckles controllers that all the devs have been using will come out with this, where you can have tactile grip. Not Ugandan Knuckles.
Not Ugandan.
Fuck that guy. But yeah.
Oh, you fuck that guy.
I don't like Ugandan Knuckles.
He's my main guy.
Okay. But yeah, that's the end of the Valve and the Steam news. But carrying on with VR, No Man's Sky VR is coming to PSVR and Steam VR this summer. Sean Murray went and announced that his big update, which we were talking about the other week, and he also said there's more things coming. There's going to be a 3rd thing announced for No Man's Sky as well.
Didn't he get locked out of a...
He had to sign into a hotel, and they needed a Facebook profile picture to show that he was who he says he was, so he had to Google a picture of himself.
On Reddit.
Yeah.
Thank goodness, Sean Murray. To be fair, who can forget Sean Murray's face after you see him? It's like you can't forget Peter Molyneux. Like, it's just impossible.
He's one of the faces of the podcast, I believe. Is he on our banner? I don't actually know.
He's definitely in one of our...
If you want to find the podcast, type Inbetween podcast Peter. Because we always talk about Peter Molyneux, so it's the easiest way to find us. But look. Gabe's on our banner.
Yeah, where's Sean Murray? What the hell?
He features in our thumbnails a lot. Like Tangerine, which I think is 14.
Like in front of a TV, isn't he? Oh yeah, there he is.
One man's Tangerine. There he is.
Holding a tangerine.
But yeah. That's pretty cool. And also Nintendo's getting into VR through Cardboard, because they are now making a Nintendo Labo VR.
Oh my god.
I actually think this looks kind of cool.
Can you remind me what the resolution of the Switch
handheld Switch is 720p.
And what's the max FPS?
30 probably.
Right.
So, no.
I think it will feel cool. It will look awful on your eyes.
Yeah. But I think it's cool that you can build your own VR headset. I like the idea of the Labo. I know some people are like, oh, it's just cardboard. But I think the idea that you
it's
can
like saying Lego's just plastic.
Yeah, it's like that Lego feel or like that Minecraft feel where you go and you build something.
I get the feeling of Labo, but I just don't see the appeal of it. That makes sense. Like, I don't personally want it.
We can watch the Nintendo trailer as well, which is great. But they go on to the end and they say like you can build. They give you the tools to like build your own VR experiences, which is really cool.
Yeah.
So like, look at this.
Can I put
the Toy-Con Garage VR? So they give you the tools to like. It's kind of like Scratch level tools where they go, when I do this, this does this, and it's a really cool way to teach kids like game development, like a Scratch sort of thing, or a game maker.
It teaches logic programming, which is really good.
Which is like the thing with like the Labo series is like teaching kids to build and be creative. Kids or 20, 30-year-old who have amiibo collections.
It's just for me, some of the Labo stuff, like I almost could, like some of the product, like I could see a product of Labo that I would really like.
I want the fish racing game.
I want the fish.
That's
racing.
my main.
I want this one actually.
Yeah.
Look at this.
I want that fish racing game that we talked about the other. Not the fish. The fishing game where the fish comes out the screen.
Oh yeah, and it's like not real.
But from all the games they've shown that come with it, it looks like there's tons of content with this VR package, which is really cool. Yeah. And you can feed deers in
VR in quotation. Also, hang on. Here's the thing, though, Joe. You're gonna have to get waggle-tastic controls for these VR things. You can't go with the non.
Yeah, there's waggle-tastic controls.
It only works with the waggle-tastic controls.
There is a rumored, like a 2DS sort of console for the Switch, where it's a pulled back on features, cheaper version of the Switch, and then like an enthusiast Switch. But that's rumors. We got nothing confirmed about that apart from multiple sources.
We had like manufacturing sources really, and that was about it.
But yeah, that looks really cool. Last piece of VR news is really fucking cool in my opinion. Beat Saber's coming to the Oculus Quest, and if you don't know what that kind of means, that means you can play Beat Saber without a PC, no cables, anywhere, because the Quest is fully enclosed in the headset. So you can literally put on the headset and you can be playing Beat Saber. Oh my god, that's loud. You can be playing copyright. You can be playing you can be playing Beat Saber on a plane, punch some people. You can be playing Beat Saber in a car while driving.
I like this imagery. You're saying you can do it in a plane.
You can do it in a... What are you doing? I'm in VR! You could be in the middle of a park. Peep and creep. Peep and creep.
You'd be on a beach. You'd be on a nudist beach and play Beat Saber.
It's peep and creep.
Isn't Game of Thrones out soon?
Peep and creep.
Peep and creep.
Peep and creep.
Oh, we're gonna get copy strike by.
No, it's the low resolution version.
Oh, okay.
Peep and creep.
Keep the cuties on the beach. Keep laughing, I'm asleep, but I'm looking at your teeth. I'll be watching you and your mother.
I need to see the VR headset.
Society can't judge me.
Such a good idea. I do like the comments like you just reinvented sunglasses.
He's just in VR. He's not peeping. He's just in VR. If you want to go to the beach and play Beat Saber without people judging you, you can't see them. You're in VR.
I feel like at some point everyone like where he lives is gonna know who he is.
Ethan.
Yeah.
He lives in LA.
That's what I mean.
He lives in LA.
Yeah. I feel like but it's like a lot of people know where JonTron is, like in New York.
He doesn't live in LA. He doesn't live. You know how fucking huge Los Angeles is, and how many famous people live there.
I'm just saying, close to where he lives. I think
he
people
said
know who
one
he is.
person tracked down his house, and it was Ethan from H3 said that one person was able to track down where he lived from their videos, and it was really weird. But I think they have like cameras outside their house and stuff like that. People are weird, and they're gonna stalk people no matter what. So.
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't know.
Our big game release of this week was Borderlands 3. It got a trailer, and it was shown at PAX East, and it was in New York, I think, or somewhere near New York. And the first time they showed it, they were showing it on like Windows Media Player, and it was like a 1 FPS and was completely stuttering. And it wasn't until someone in the crowd starts chanting VLC, VLC, that they got it working. I do want to point out though, as much as I love to jab at Randy Pitchford, it was on PAX East's technical sides. They were playing on a shitty laptop without using VLC. They were using like Windows Media Player.
I don't know. Yeah, Randy was on his best behaviour this time. I think
he left his porn USB drive at home.
No, you got a second one left at home.
But yeah. From what I saw of the trailer, it looked like more of the same.
Is that what we want though?
If you liked Borderlands, you might like Borderlands 2.
If you're better for
3.
Destiny and say Apex.
No, I wouldn't even compare.
No, you're right.
Destiny
Borderlands
and
is so much
Warframe
better.
to, like, I wouldn't say they're even in the same category though.
No, they're kind of similar. They kind of have the same itch, in my opinion.
No, but like Warframe and Destiny are like massively They're like MMO looter shooters.
Yeah.
Where this is more like a co-op looter shooter.
But the way it doesn't really add very much.
This is a more enclosed single-player co-op world, whereas the Warframe Destiny sort of Anthem games are like they're meant to be massively. They're meant to be templates played over and over and over again.
Anthem definitely isn't. Anthem is more like Borderlands because it's only like 4-person co-op.
Okay, but Anthem just has like procedural. It has like procedural generation, right? Or does it not? I don't know anything.
Very-ish.
They're bringing back original characters.
All of them?
I don't know. The thing is that I've played Borderlands the prequel,
Pre-sequel.
the pre-sequel, and I was like, it's kind of Borderlands again,
Yeah,
but it's not great because it was made by the Australian one.
Yeah,
I think their sense of humor is different.
Yeah, I don't own the. I've owned Borderlands 1 and 2. I do not own the pre-sequel.
It was okay because it had some mechanics, like it was in space, so you had gravity. You could play as Claptrap, which I enjoyed. As his like ultimate abilities, he just puts in CD and he has like a random mode where sometimes he becomes like a disco, sometimes he just like blows himself up, sort of thing.
That's cool, but I didn't care for like the setting. I mean, I should do, but I thought it was done poorly, in my opinion.
It was just a space station.
Yeah.
Somewhere near Pandora.
It's not that interesting to me.
I assume we're back on Pandora.
It looks Pandora creatures. So.
If you like fighting robots and bugs and cel-shaded
Oh,
stuff
saxophone!
from Brick.
The saxophone.
I think the second one's really good. But yeah.
I'm hoping this is as good as the second one.
I don't know if we have a release date for this. I don't think we do. But if you like Borderlands 1, you may like Borderlands 1 Remastered. Borderlands
like
Game of the
1.
Year Edition is getting a free upgrade for existing PC players. So if you own the game like me,
You get a free
I own
copy.
the game.
You get a free copy of the
Hang on.
No, you don't.
I have a full copy.
It's made from Nvidia, Joe.
I
I
got
hope you got
caption
an Nvidia
rights.
card.
I've got Borderlands on CD, but I don't get the remastered copy because fuck me.
You don't have it on Steam.
That's why I was getting this box out, literally to complain that I won't get a copy even though I bought the game. I just bought it on CD.
Instead,
And if you have it on console as well, get fucked. You've also got to buy it again. Because I also have Bioshock 2 on CD.
We've got remastered.
Which I don't have the remaster for because I have it on CD.
Yeah.
So fuck me. Anyway, welcome to Joe Complains. First world problems. So it'll be coming out April 3rd, which is soon TM. It's Wednesday this week if you're watching live. It's going to be remastered in 4K, all the DLC, free for Steam owners. If you own the original Steam edition and you don't have the DLC, it is Game of the Year edition, so you will get given all the DLC, the Zombie Island of Dr. Ned, Claptrap something. I don't remember the name of all the DLC, but the cool thing I think is they're doing some quality of life changes that are optional. So you
turn them off.
I think they'll be on by default, but Borderlands, you can get the Borderlands 2 style mini map instead of the compass system, which was kind of annoying. I think Borderlands 2 was the better game. They added a lot more better quality of life features, and they're bringing some over. The better inventory system sorting, so you can set things to be junk. You can set things to be locked, so you don't sell them.
That was the most annoying one from the first Borderlands.
And you will automatically pick up ammo and money and health when
annoying.
You get low, so that's pretty good. And one of the big requested features on PC is there will be an FOV slider now, which is cool.
Yeah.
Because you had to mod the fuck out of it, and then it was super janky.
Yeah.
They have adjusted the final boss to be more challenging and more rewarding. So if you played this before and you found the last boss to be too easy, then they want it to be more engaging. Plus, there's more customization, so instead of just recolors, you can now get the head options from Borderlands 2. There'll be 5 heads unlocked from the start, so you can customize your Brick, your Lilith, your Mordecai, or your...
Those are the original ones, weren't they? That's still their names.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or Roland. I've remembered all their names, because I was reading the manual for my box, because it comes with a manual, and it has all their names in it. And it smells like glue. A lovely smell of glue that all game manuals have.
Okay.
So for the first time on console, there will be 4-player split screen on console. There was only 2-player on the goodbye Tony on the Xbox 360 and PS3 edition. There was only 2-player split screen. There'll now be 4-player, and they've said there will be no split screen on PC. So if you're someone who likes to sit down and play split screen on PC, get another computer. Just buy another computer and another copy of the game. I kind of like it when they put split screen on PC, but they don't usually anymore because so many people play online. Is understandable, but I don't know. Might be nice. They were doing it for console anyway. I don't know how hard it would be to do it on the PC version as well. They've said they'd be updating lighting as well, which is going to be cool. So one thing you can do is it's coming April 3rd. If you wanted to, you could just buy Borderlands 1 on Steam, and then you would get the remaster for free. They haven't told us how much it costs yet. I'm assuming it'll be around £15 to £20. Any more than that, I think people aren't going to put too much money into a game that's like 10 years old now or something. When did the original Borderlands come out? Borderlands... Probably, I would say around 2009, so like 10 years ago. Maybe it's the 10-year anniversary. Borderlands 1 release... Well, it's telling me the release of the remaster. Okay... If I just type Borderlands 2009. So it's the 10-year anniversary. It's the 10-year anniversary of Borderlands 1. So that's why they're remastering it and they're releasing the third one.
I can get look.
You own Borderlands on Steam. You can see hang on.
We need to zoom in.
Stop. Which way? This way.
Okay. There we go.
He's got a USS Enterprise shirt on.
The Enterprise.
He's usually wearing a dragon t-shirt.
Well, I was last time. I wasn't.
Okay.
Well, that's enough of that.
Okay.
So,
You'll see Tony's face on the special podcast tomorrow. It has been confirmed.
Wait, is that a special face on the normal podcast?
The normal podcast we always do the next day. Yeah. Sorry, I wanted to wait for you because.
Yeah.
David Cage
on
PC via the Epic Games Store. We got everyone's favourite game, Heavy Rain.
Is David
Beyond
Cage,
Two Souls.
Is David Cage actually French?
Detroit, yeah.
Is he actually?
I don't know.
I'm
fairly sure he's French.
He sounds very French.
I think we've discussed this before.
I think we have.
He's a French video game. Yeah, he's French.
Oh, he's 49.
That's why he makes really weird experimental games that are all story games and you press buttons to interact with.
Yeah. I mean the QTE. Oh yeah. I don't know if I remember telling you about this, but I actually started watching this. He's on 2018
his TED Talks.
The end of November 2018. He had a TED Talk on flipping, of all things, storytelling in games. He has no right to talk about storytelling in games.
He only does storytelling in games.
No, he does storytelling pretending to be a game. It's not really a game. He has no right to talk about
It's like
games.
It's like Bandersnatch on Netflix, where you watch a movie and you press a button.
Yeah, I would argue that Bandersnatch is better.
But you have about as much choice as Bandersnatch.
Yeah. But it's not. There's no stupid bollocks pretense that you're doing something to make it sure it's a game. Like his games are basically just interactive movies with shit graphics.
He's got that Peter Molyneux male pattern Bolden look, isn't he? Is there a male pattern in game development of people who make vaporware games?
Yeah, is that what you're calling it?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. That's an interesting theory. Okay, 20th of October.
What was it? Okay, so I think you said some of the games have come to Steam.
So yeah, out of the thing...
Because at the moment, Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, and Detroit Become Human, I'm fairly sure are PS3 and PS4
all three exclusives. Of those,
they're Sony exclusives, right?
Yeah. Well, Heavy Rain is definitely PS4 exclusive. I'm not sure. I think Beyond Two Souls might be.
Because I talked about on an old podcast how weird it was playing a David Cage game.
Yeah.
Through PS Now, which is a service where you can stream from a PS3 through a subscription, and I was playing Heavy Rain. Streamed from the PS3 with an Xbox controller.
And you got stuck on the Waggle-tastic box.
David Cage will remember this. Yeah, like it's a Telltale game. David Cage will remember this. But yeah, what do you think of this? Are you going to buy them on the Epic Games Store? It's cool they're coming to PC. Yeah. People enjoy that.
I think I'm wanting to see how they've removed the Waggle-tastic controls.
Yeah, because when I played Heavy Rain, I was hard stock on the shower boss.
Yeah.
Because it was confirmed that without a DualShock controller, you actually can't get past the shower scene on Heavy Rain because you have to waggle your controller, and I can't do that with an Xbox 360 controller because it doesn't have the waggle-tastic controls that the PS3 does.
I would say that I have a weird relationship with David Cage games. Like, I've never... Okay, no, that's not true. I've now bought Fahrenheit / Indigo Prophecy.
Because they released that on Steam, yeah.
That's been on Steam for a couple of years now.
Right.
Maybe like 5 years now, maybe.
I think Jesse Cox once described Fahrenheit as a fever dream of a game.
Yeah, I've never seen because for some reason everyone plays like all the David Cage games when they come out.
Because they get the views.
Yeah,
because
they have quote unquote interesting stories that they can talk about as well once you've finished playing the game. So in a weird way, I get all the information because it is literally just like one. Like, it's no like twists and turns after you played it the first time.
What was that game that came out? The Order 1866. People were annoyed that they were like, oh, it's a cool game, and then it came out. It's like, oh, it's just a story.
It's 1886, Joe. Come on.
Oh, 18. Why did people like shit on this game when it just comes out? And it's like, oh, it's like watching 4 hours of cutscenes, and then like a David Cage comes out. A David Cage game comes out and people are like, oh yeah, this is fine.
No, I think people do complain about it, but not as many for some reason. Because I agree.
There's one game here which I think is like an underrated game. Like Until Dawn was actually like a cool game where you made like choices and you watched like this kind of a game / film sort of thing.
Until Dawn's pretty cool. It's
Do
pretty.
you move
weird,
around
though.
in Until Dawn? I actually haven't played it.
I think in some parts you do. I think a lot of it is waggle-tastic controls, though.
They made a VR version which was just you ride on a clown roller coaster and shoot monsters or something.
But isn't Until Dawn like even though it's like you have to like tap X to like run away from something, but like failing it has like some sort of small
you do
option.
move around. Okay.
But anyway, what I was saying is like with these games,
I think you move around in the David Cage games as well.
Yeah, you move around.
But you walk up things and you press X on them.
Then it becomes an interactive cutscene.
Yeah, and you waggle the
The problem I have with these games especially is that through osmosis, I know the entire storyline of all 3 of those. And they're not that great.
Penetration of water.
Or Heavy Rain.
Oh, okay. I was like,
no.
What's osmosis got to do with this?
No, I'm just saying how
You were making a Heavy Rain joke. I get it.
Well, yeah, I was making a reference, but in the same way, like I've not really played or watched anyone play it fully, but I was there at the time when people were playing it, and I just got all the information through just like people talking about it online, and I don't want to actually buy any of these games.
Yeah,
so I have no interest in buying them because it's not because there's no gameplay. I'm gonna stick behind that. There is no gameplay. There are story choices.
Oh, another game like 1866 that got shit on. The Quiet Man. The Quiet Man has more gameplay than a David Cage game, and the gameplay fucking sucks in that.
Yeah, I think Quiet Man's worse.
It's beating up the same 3 guys with no sound.
With the same movesets the whole way through. Yeah, being really pretentious. I will say Quiet Man's more pretentious than...
Quiet Man, my game of the year for 2018.
Yeah, why don't we do like top disappointing games?
The list would be too long.
Fallout 76, Quiet Man.
Well,
Actually,
speaking of Fallout 76, it's coming to Steam. Bethesda's like, shit, nobody wants to use the Bethesda launcher. We're not the Epic Game Store. We're going to release Rage 2, Wolfenstein, The Youngblood, Wolfenstein Cyberpilot, and Doom Eternal will be released on Steam, as well as the Bethesda launcher. So they're stopping the exclusivity because people don't want to get games. That's a Sonic.
That's
You're
not
looking at a picture of Eggman.
It's scary.
It's a picture of Jim Carrey as a live-action Dr. Robotnik.
Sorry. We'll come back. You just had Sonic on the other screen.
This looks like Klaus from the series of Unfortunate Events.
Oh, yeah.
Not Klaus.
I know you're talking about, but
the guy.
It's Violet, Klaus, and Sonic.
Yeah, Klaus is the name of one of the kids. It's Count Olaf. That's his name.
Oh, yeah. The Snowman.
You remember there was that series of Unfortunate Events films with Jim Carrey and he played Count Olaf? It looks like they photoshopped that and put it onto Eggman.
It's scaring me.
You're the one... Okay. I'm going off pictures of Sonic. So they usually use this meme picture of everybody disliked that, but they've put a black bar over the diss part.
Everyone liked that.
Everybody liked that because nobody wants to do that.
Yeah, Thank you, Bethesda. You did a good thing.
Got a comment here from Niall. Okay, Doom Eternal, you can go and have fun at Steam, but take your younger brother Fallout 76 with you. The thing I'm looking forward to is seeing how many negative reviews there are going to be on Steam for Fallout 76. That is going to be an absolute shit show.
Can't wait.
And I'm going to thoroughly enjoy every second of it. Okay, next is Discord is very quietly replaced its storefront through the Nitro game subscription. So it's allowing publishers now to push their games directly through their game servers. And you may be thinking, well, without a store, how are people going to buy the games if they're not already following the game server? What they want to do is they want to allow servers to have server discoverability. So it would be something where they would like show you some servers you might be interested in or something like that. So, you know, we laughed at the Discord store. And yep, they kind of just quietly got rid of the Discord store. But now they've realized their niche market is they own like a lot of the official Discord servers for a lot of games, and they could easily push updates and new games through that. If there was like a game that was already on, a game that's already established and has lots of fans, if they were pushing a new game like a second game, they could easily push that through a Discord server.
I am legitimately tempted to get like the full, because there's like the light version, the full version of Discord Nitro, like one that with the games, one without. Yeah, I'm interested in getting the one without the games, but then I was like, actually, it's not that much more expensive. Like, I mean, it's double, but
do you keep the games, or is it like Origin Access?
I think it's like Origin Access.
Oh, okay.
I think. Okay, I will say this actually,
because I still don't know to this
I
day.
think for a high, like, no one's doing this.
Nobody knows what Discord Nitro's game subscription does. No, that's the problem. No one uses it. I don't know.
But I think it'd be cool if there was a game service, like a streaming service, that every week or every month, say you could like out of the collection you could like own a game or something.
The thing is,
because then you could like not lose it once you lose it, and like you'd actually feel like you're getting something. And not
the thing with the Discord store was they were like, we're going to give you a 90-10 split instead of an 88-12 like the Epic Game Store, but it's like, yeah, but you don't have billions of dollars like the Epic Game Store to just give to developers to get them to come on your store. Like you're like Discord's it's been out for like almost like two. No, I'd say it's like two and a bit years, 2.5 years at most.
2016 though.
Yeah, 2016.
It's 2019
like
now. It's like three years.
3 years maybe.
Yeah.
But they haven't made any money yet. They're existing solely on venture capital. And they have no idea how to make money so far. Because the Discord store's not working. Nobody's buying Nitro because it's optional. They don't sell your data either, so they're not making money. They just live on angel investors right now.
That's what I mean. Like, that's why I'm kind of willing to pay for the full version, even though I'm not really going to use them.
And people are even talking about like TeamSpeak 5's coming out. People are like talking about just getting a TeamSpeak 5 server because you can have whatever data you want on there.
Yeah, but...
And it's like client side.
I don't care though.
Okay.
I don't know, because like you could.
Discord's like the Skype killer for sure. Like it's gonna replace Skype for everyone that isn't your grandmother.
I really hope we find a way to make money. So. No, but apparently even like but
even
like
you who uses Discord and supports it, you don't even you're not willing to buy Discord Nitro.
No, I agree. I'm just saying that I want to have a service that I'm willing to pay for.
Like even me, I want to play like Last Night the Nightmare, which is like that game that's like DBD, but it's a Discord store exclusive. I want to buy it on Discord. I don't know what kind of returns policy they have. I don't know how secure if I'll be able to like keep it forever through Discord. I want it on Steam because I know Steam's been going for 10+ years, and I'm gonna have access to that Steam account for a long time.
It just feels weird that they're trying to sell games. Like it's not really what they're for. What people are there for.
Well,
I don't know what they
push themselves as the service for gamers. They've got a huge fan base of gamers. Millions and millions and millions of gamers are on their platform. They are the official talking platform for game servers.
It's like, come to the official Discord server.
They understand that niche at least through what I'm seeing through this, but I still don't.
This makes more sense than just the store. Yeah, you're right, but I still don't see them making money from this. What I'm saying.
I don't think they're going to.
But it's a good step, I guess.
So you've seen the Nintendo Mini console. You've seen the PlayStation 1 console. Sega. The Genesis is coming back September
Is this
19th,
their official
2019.
Sega?
The Sega Genesis Mini will be available for $80. There's 40 titles. 10 have been announced. The 10 announced titles are Echo the Dolphin, Castlevania Bloodlines, Space Harrier 2,
Echo the Dolphin,
Shining Force. Echo the Dolphin is like a fan favorite game.
Okay.
I've seen people speed running Echo the Dolphin.
Okay,
It's
I've never heard of it.
lit fam.
I've never heard of it.
Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Toe Jam and Earl, which is another cult classic that was actually a new version of it was released on Steam. And I just don't understand the gameplay of that game at all. Look it up later if you're interested, because it's so confusing.
Comic Zone.
Sonic the Hedgehog, of course. If you're making a Sega Genesis, you're gonna fucking put Sonic on it, right?
The Sonic the
Altered Beast,
Hedgehog.
which is a game I've played, actually, because they've done this before where they've just bundled together a load of old Sega games on, like, Xbox Arcade, and I think you can get, like, Sega bundles on PC now as well. And Gunstar Heroes. I'm a bit too young to know a lot of these games. The only ones I know are Sonic, Altered Beast, and I've seen the remastered Toe Jam and Earl.
Castlevania.
Oh, I know Echo the Dolphin. I'll show you Echo the Dolphin because it's kind of funny. This is Echo the Dolphin. Help me, Echo. This is the game, but it has. I think there's like Echo the Dolphin 2, and you like shoot air bubbles to destroy crystals, and then in some of the story, you go into like the past. You have like a time machine. Like there's a really deep lore to Echo the Dolphin. For some reason, it's just become like a cult classic game.
It looks really fluid. Like I would say, it's got nice fluid.
This game just doesn't make any sense, but it is like one of those old, 80s, 90s games where it's like, can we make you a dolphin? And it's like, yeah. What should you do? You should shoot bubbles at crystals. Okay, let's do it. Fuck it.
You can jump over islands. Why not?
Anyway. But yeah.
This is the full playthrough. It's only an hour long.
Are you gonna get a Sega?
No.
We need a Sega soundbite.
We're allowed to? We need to make it ourselves.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
We're not going to get copy strike for saying the word Sega.
We do if we use their...
Every time you launch Sonic All-Star Racing Transformed, the menu launches at full speed, at full sound.
Yeah.
It doesn't go down to your specific sound settings. It doesn't load the config file until you get into the main menu. So every time you open Sonic All-Star Racing Transformed, it goes... Sega!
I'm not sure that's not legal reason to be able to just use it willy-nilly, though.
I've had my ears raped so many times
You don't care.
by Sega
Okay.
that I will take the risk.
Okay. If you give me the sound file, I'll put it in.
Okay. Anyway, we'll move on. Battlefront 2 just got it revived Battlefield 2142's best mode. It's called Capital Supremacy. It's similar to the excellent Titan mode from Battlefield 2042. Large team mixed of humans and AI working together. So you have humans and then you have like AI fighters. It'll be like a big battle.
I remember it's what a lot of people really liked from it. Like it's the thing that everyone always talked about.
So you'll have 12 NPC troops per side on top of the 20 players, and that'll add up to 64 troops all around the map, which is going to make like the game world feel alive. Like I will give Battlefront like big props. Is one thing is the maps feel alive. Like there's stuff going on, and with the NPCs, it's going to feel more and more like the original Battlefront games, right? Which is really cool. Excited to play.
I think this game is like the one I'm actually excited for.
This mode, it's come out now.
Yeah.
But
I haven't played it though.
If you had Origin access, you could play Battlefront 2 right now. Since I've played this extensively, Ewok Hunt for life. But yeah,
that still weirds me. That's so creepy though. Like you become an Ewok.
And then you kill troopers and turn them into Ewoks.
I don't like it. It's too creepy.
Since they removed the loot boxes, Battlefront 2 is actually a good game. Battlefield 5, Battlefront 2, EA just Titanfall 2.
TF2.
EA just has no idea how to market the games, and they want to shove loot boxes in them. But when you remove them, there's actually good developers working for EA. Trust me, they're stuck. They're in prison.
Well, that's the thing, though. That's always been the case.
They're in the EA graveyard.
EA has some fantastic developers under their belt. They
DICE,
just misuse them.
Visceral.
Rest in peace.
Oh yeah, they got who else was it? Bullfrog's dead.
Yeah.
PopCap is kind of alive. Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 1 and 2, fantastic games.
Yeah.
Nobody plays them. You can get them on Origin Access though. So if you get Origin Access for £20 a year, you can, and a couple of friends together, you can play Garden Warfare, which is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I think it's Havoc
Isn't
who does
Andromeda
the
on
Plants
the,
vs Zombies.
Mass Effect Andromeda onto
Yeah, I think it's on basic access now.
That's what I mean.
The full game.
I'm gonna have to get it.
Because I've been playing through games on access. So.
Well, I'll look up later, but I'll see what the actual list of games are.
Heroes of the Storm is getting rid of its paid loot boxes.
Yes.
So I don't know,
because no one bought them in the first place.
So Heroes of the Storm. Well, Heroes of the Storm didn't launch with loot boxes.
No.
They added them in later, and then people just kept earning loot boxes, and nobody was buying anything. So they're like, "Oh, okay." But then Activision Blizzard's like, "We're just going to pull out of Heroes of the Storm. Just keep running the servers. Fuck it. Let them have the game. We don't care anymore. Stop the esports events.
I'm not really sure what's
Remove the
going
loot boxes. Nobody cares. Why don't they just? I don't know. It'd be harsh to say just shut down the game. I don't know what internal numbers they have of people that play Heroes of the Storm. I don't know anyone who plays Heroes of the Storm, and I'm one of the few people who likes Heroes of the Storm. I don't know.
I like the idea of Heroes of the Storm, but MOBAs aren't for me.
It's one of the most casual, relaxing MOBAs you could play.
It looks great, but not even I would play it. Not even you play it.
No. Support WoW. So finally, Blizzard's actually supporting WoW Esports. For the longest time, it's been the running joke that WoW Esports has the smallest prize pool in any esports, and Blizzard just doesn't give a shit about it.
They didn't.
But now they're actually going to allow people to support the esports prize pool with toy purchases. So any 25% of proceeds for the toy purchases will go towards the prize pool for the Arena World Championship and the Mythic Dungeon Invitational. So if you're a PvE fan as well, they do speedrun sort of things of mythic dungeons as well, which is pretty cool. Because for ages, the TI from Dota, they've had a massive prize pool because they've allowed you to support the prize pool with microtransactions, the TI pass and stuff like that.
Did they do that with Overwatch as well? You could buy certain skins that would go to the proceeds.
They did it, yeah, but Blizzard's actually working on forcing Overwatch to be an esports, and because their ethos was right. They were just going to be like, if it comes an esport, it's going to become esports. Because they made StarCraft 2, and StarCraft 2 is like a massive esport. They made Warcraft 3, and it was like a massive esport.
Is StarCraft 2 a massissive esport still, though?
No, not as much anymore, but it was. A lot of their games became esports because they were so popular and because they were so competitive, right? And Blizzard's like, Heroes of the Storm is going to become an esport. It didn't. They tried to push it, they backed out, and they're like, Overwatch, shit, this is really popular, but it's not that great to look at, and they've been working really hard to push Overwatch.
Is that still going on? Owl.
It's still Owl, yeah. Owl is still pretty popular.
I don't understand what's going on. Is anyone gonna watch it?
I don't watch it, but I stopped playing Overwatch in the end of 2016, pretty much.
Yeah.
I played Overwatch when it came out in 2016, and then 2017 I didn't touch it because I was like, I'm done with this game.
Why did we still talk about Overwatch for a bit on the podcast in 2017 then?
We talked about Overwatch a couple of podcasts ago because they had a new character. People are interested in playing Overwatch. I used to play Overwatch. Okay. I think new characters are cool.
Yeah, I just don't know what they...
I like Overwatch.
I like Overwatch, but
the problem with Overwatch is it's a heavily team-based game.
Yeah.
And none of my friends play Overwatch.
Yeah.
Much like Heroes of the Storm. So I can't play it.
And Apex.
Because I don't like playing it solo.
You play Apex solo?
You only need 3 people.
True. So you're saying if Overwatch had a 3-person game mode?
If Apex had a solo mode, I'd never be off it.
Oh, okay.
Huge news, guys. Sonic Team
Sorry,
Racing.
was that PM Molyneux?
Biggest
Huge news, guys.
Huge news, guys. Sega. This is the big news for the week. Sorry I put it at the end, guys. But we got Team Sonic Racing news. They showed the customization, which looks great.
I think it's Sonic news.
Performance modifications, swap parts.
I'd say it does actually look great. Like, I want to say this, it legitimately looks fantastic.
Well, it was going to be released like at the start of this year, but they said it's not up to standards, guys. We're putting it back in, and we're going to polish it, right?
Yeah.
And they legit have made it look better.
Engine polish.
One thing that some people are worried about is you can see like you're losing stats to gain other stats to customize the way you want to drive. Some people were saying that they saw these ones were golden, so they were worried maybe there'd be legendary parts that are just strictly better.
Doesn't look like it though.
No, it seems like they take away, but the legendary parts maybe would be better than the common parts.
Yeah. I don't know. Is that a massive problem?
New horns. Swap out your horn.
I want to hear these new horns actually. Oh!
Eggman.
Yes!
The old organ horn.
I can't wait. This is gonna be a great game.
Wow, this is going to be great.
Hey, look at
We got a new
this.
character confirmed as well.
Did we?
Yeah. Four of these things in a car.
In
the
a
the
car?
KOs.
What even are they?
The Ko's.
Oh,
KO.
Edgy Shadow the Hedgehog is my
It means
name,
floor in Chinese.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Shao,
Shao?
shao, floor.
I really like the customization though. It looks really cool.
It's cool, yeah. There was always one of these things flying around with the girl.
Yeah.
What was her name? No, Amy's the pink one.
Which one are we talking about? Oh!
Team Rose.
Oh.
This girl.
I don't know who she is. No. Will we ever know?
No. Look it up if you can. There's no Sonic. There's no Sonic fans. Actually, Sonic fans are the craziest people.
Yeah, I know, right? We shouldn't piss them off. Who is this person?
Cream the Rabbit.
Look,
Look, the official Sonic. I want to see.
oh look, a Discord server.
One thing that happens of why Twitch streams can get massive numbers without actually having people watching it is they sometimes they get like an advertising deal with a wiki network.
Yeah.
And they just embed a stream at the bottom and leave it playing, and it gets you numbers.
Fake numbers.
Yeah, but numbers.
It's basically legal botting.
And also
Oh my god.
Oh god. We got the Team Sonic Racing Overdrive, so if you've seen the Sonic Mania animations, it's made by the same people who did the animation for the Sonic Mania cartoon. And we've got one specifically for Sonic Team Racing. Specifically, Big the Cat. Everyone's favourite character. He gets distracted. He gets distracted by a frog store. By one of Eggman's minions. So check that out. There'll be another part of that coming out soon.
I just don't understand.
Well,
I can't wait for this game though. I just want to say.
Also, Twitch has found a way to embed adverts into the stream. Also, this Pete Molyneux tweet I made doesn't exist, and I don't remember what was written on it.
Where's to find a new one?
Shit. What was it talking about? Pete Molyneux doesn't exist. Pete Molyneux. We'll have to find another tweet. Imagine a game in which fighters from around the world confront each other, questioning the dubious choices of their lives.
Doesn't that already exist?
I don't think he's got on the Can You Pet the Dog Twitter page yet. He's still got that beef going. It's fucking travesty. Can You Pet the Dog didn't list him when it's like Can You Jump not listing Mario. But yeah, that's the end of the podcast. So yeah.
Catch us on the flip flop
as always, type in between podcast Peter. We always talk about Peter Marnu somehow, and you'll find us. If you want to watch live, twitch.tv/Scorn, and if you want updates and everything, at Scorn2000 on Twitter. That's the end. Goodbye.
Bye.